Nahome and Sunny. You two are in Sunny's small manor house, what is your name? Stravak? Stravak's small manor house outside of the small village of Lonelyton. And it's a cold and kind of windy night outside. I suppose you two are probably relaxing by the fire, dire wolf beside Nahome. What is your character's name, Nahome? Miles?
I'm Miles Miller.
Can you change your name to that so I can see it?
Yeah, sure.
So Miles Miller and Stravak Magnus are relaxing in Stravak's manor house beside the fire. You hear a crack of lightning outside as rain begins to pour down. And you hear a below you, actually. It sounds as though something made a noise in your cellar. You're not sure what it could be. As far as you two know, you are alone in this place.
Sir, I think it's best I investigate.
Yes, please go investigate. There shouldn't be anyone here. Very strange. I'll follow behind you.
Yeah. Shadow's getting like not annoyed, but like he knows something's wrong. He's like on his hind legs, kind of. So I go to the cellar door and I open it.
You open the cellar door.
Blade at the ready.
Below you, unlike the rest of the wooden manor, lies a stone staircase downwards into darkness. You can't necessarily see down there without some sort of light source any further than the staircase itself.
I tell him to run back to the house and grab a torch.
Okay.
And I keep an eye on the hole.
Have either of you bought a torch?
No.
That's what I was working on, but like I'm assuming there's some candles.
Yeah, there's some candles and some.
I'll grab a candle.
So Stravak grabs a candlestick. Are you gonna walk down with the candlestick in your hand, Mr. Miles, or is Stravak gonna come out behind you and walk down the stairwell?
Behind me. I'm two-handed holding my sword.
Okay. So you two begin to descend down the stone staircase. It's not that far to the ground, but as you do walk down, Stravak, you're reminded of your childhood. You actually don't spend much time ever near this cellar, or nor have you ever. Maybe just due to habit, but your father wouldn't let you down here for the most part. And since he died a couple years back, he is... You've remained aware of the cellar, yet you haven't found yourself going into it more than maybe once or twice, right? There's nothing really down here, and you didn't see any need for storage. In fact, you don't know why your father owned this with such little property. It was kind of odd. But you make your way down, and you make your way into what looks to be a 10 by 10 room. Stone across the floor, and kind of like a mixture of what looks to be maybe wooden walls. Some of it seems to be overgrown with certain underground plants, moss, the kind of thing. And around is various casks of maybe ale and a couple different crates. But you hear another large bang as the wall opposite of the stairwell, you see a green hand kind of like look like pointing towards you and like scraping against the air as it is pushed through the wall that seems to have been broken, the wooden wall to be specific. What do you two do?
It's pointing towards Stravok.
It's pointing towards you two. It looks like It's just like crawling at or clawing at the air, right? That's what it's doing.
I say we should get a little bit closer, but you stay in the front, please.
Okay.
I say, young master, I have no earthly idea what the hell this is.
Neither do I, but we should figure it out quick before it does any more damage to the cellar.
Alright, I do what he says. I still have my sword ready, and I'm tiptoeing.
You approach it?
No,
How
I'm
close
keeping
do
my
you
distance. I'm just moving. Let's just say 10 feet.
All right, 10 feet. You move 10 feet away from it or closer to?
Oh no, no. How far am I away from it right now?
This was a 10
Oh,
by
without
10
touching
cellar,
it.
so you'd be
Oh,
right.
I'm on the opposing wall.
Yeah,
I'm like
you're on the opposing
exact same-
wall. If you move 10 feet forward, you will be at the end of the wall, which was where the
touching
hand
him.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Say we could move 5 feet.
Or you stay where you are if you're 10 feet away, because this is a 10 by 10 cellar.
Like I mean, I'm just like kind of like circling it. Like I'm on the right side. Ghost is in the middle, and then there's
Your
the other
dire
guy.
wolf could not fit in this cellar, by the way.
Really? Okay. Then he's just hanging out outside.
Yeah, he is kind of like barking and howling, growling. He's kind of freaking out. He seems to be acting quite odd upstairs. But Stravak, as you see your bodyguard go to circle it, you feel a strange feeling that you've never felt before. You feel as though you're seeing something, and then your eyes quickly blur for a moment, and you can see nothing at all. You're blinded. Do you react to this at all?
I shout out to Miles and say, I can't see anything. What's happening?
And then your vision, as you scream this, becomes in focus once again. But you see something running through this creature's hand before you. Some sort of strange, luminescent, clear, white fluid running through its hand. And then as you look towards your bodyguard, Miles, you see him overflowing with this weird luminescent force. It's not necessarily a liquid. It's almost opaque in nature. Opaque or no, transparent in nature, running through what looks to be his veins. And then this quickly departs your eyes, and you see the world around you normal again. Do you react to this at all, or?
I'll just like rub my eyes and like just kind of keep it to myself for now, just thinking that it was probably nothing.
So
Just,
you did scream my eyes. Does
I'll
Miles?
just tell him
Yeah.
I got something in my eyes and I couldn't see.
Now my focus is. I see him acting at the colors that aren't there and shit that isn't there, right? I can obviously see him like acting weird and looking around everything, right?
He was looking funny. Yeah, I mean you can't tell that he was seeing different
No,
shapes.
fuck no. I'm
but...
just saying like it looks like a dude's fucking high as shit just looking around.
Yeah, his eyes were dilated. They dilated pretty hard when this was happening.
Yeah, I asked him, young master, like, you should probably go.
Yeah, I guess I'll no, I'll stay. I'll just be like, no, I'm fine. It's okay. It's past.
So by what I can tell, it's a ghostly fake. It's a ghostly hand, I'm guessing.
No, it is green. It looks rotted almost.
Is this floating or is it like on the floor?
It's
like, scratching it
shooting through the wall.
Like
It looks as though it broke out from the other side.
like out of the game. Think of like classic zombie movies where they bust through the door.
up? All right, so
Hello.
Yeah. Sorry, I want to be private. What's up?
I'm guessing this is like okay, out of game. I'm guessing this is like something you have to touch it or some shit like that.
I mean, we'll find out.
Are you gonna touch it?
Like try to grab it or something.
Do you go to grab the
Because-
hand?
No, me personally.
Yeah.
Is there any like barrel in this room? Because it's an empty cellar, correct?
Yeah. There's some cask. They're not very large, but they're.
Empty.
You have no idea. Do you go pick one up?
I go pick one up.
Okay. You hear the banging of the wall get louder. Hold on. As
Wait.
you go to do this action. Holy shit. So are we doing upwards rolling or downwards rolling? This is your
For initiative.
no for ability checks. What you guys want to do? Do you want to do lower is better or higher is better? What you want?
Wait, isn't like if you get below this number?
Below is usually how Tui wants to do it, but we can modify it to do better.
That makes it honestly makes more sense that way.
Okay.
Like rather than doing the pluses and shit like
Sure.
that. So
All right, if you want to. So you pick up the cask and turn around. What do you? It seems to have maybe like, maybe what is it? Not a quarter. Oh yeah, a quarter of some sort of liquid in it. Although you haven't been down here in years, so you're not sure what it is and whether or not it's alcohol or not. It most likely is, but could be some just like peach flavoring.
there's nothing like empty. This is like the one. I'm
It
like,
seems all the casks are not empty. There's a crate that looks empty because it's open.
I open. I take like I open the crate to see if it's like big enough for me to drop on top of them, like trap the hand and whatever.
How would you trap it if it's shooting halfway through? Like, what is? How would you do this?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. It's shooting through the.
Yeah.
Not the ground.
All right. Like, okay, what do you think? Should cut the hand?
I mean, yeah, that's what I was about to say. We should try and sever it.
Do you go up to do that?
Yeah, I make a swing at it.
Okay. Give me a roll to hit.
Okay, so my THAC right now is 20, correct?
Yeah, so that means no pluses.
Yeah.
Except from specialization.
So what would that be then?
Oh my god.
That's in the book.
It's in the book.
Sorry.
You gotta add them yourself.
I think it's a +1 or a +2. I don't remember.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say +1 to the attack adjustment for both. For now, we'll figure. Well, I'll fix that shit later.
God.
Oh wait, the specializations buttons. Okay, let me see that. It should work, I guess.
Probably.
Hit.
An AC of 2. That is, I think, an 18 overall.
So it hits.
We don't know that.
So this is a called shot on hand. Yeah, that would hit. Roll me your damage.
Did you write down your damages? Okay. Oh.
Damn.
Okay, you do 3 damage to this creature. So you slice into its hand, and you see that as you do so, it's a lot more meaty than you expected. As you try and like sever the joint, you definitely do a lot of damage, but you don't manage to cleave through the hand just yet. But your sword is lodged into this fleshy creature, and you see the creature go to grab, like it turns its wrist around in almost an unhumanly way and goes to grab your sword.
I pull away and jump back.
That's a miss. So.
Yeah. I pull away and jump back.
All right, you pull away as you get your sword free from the creature, and its hand kind of like is a little more loosely hanging from what looks to be a wrist bone, but it is still like trying to move its hand, and it is moving. It's just like you see its pinky finger no longer is functioning at all. It's just drooping there, as you may have severed something important to that particular finger within his wrist.
Okay, so I guess I'm trying to get for the hit.
Going again?
Yes. Actually, hold on. Should I yell something at it? It's a wall monster, so like I'm not really sure if I do anything about this. Okay, fuck it, yeah.
Stravak, how are you feeling right now about this?
I'm just
situation?
Yeah, because I feel like I should ask him. I feel like
I'm feeling trouble because I'm like, what the hell was my dad doing? What? Why is there's this thing in the wall of our cellar? Like, why did he keep me away? Like, I'm just really confused right
Papa!
now. Like, I want answers.
Okay. So what are you doing now?
I guess this. So like, is the wall like the wall's still solid? It's just the hand is poking through it.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like a portal, or is it just like molding through the?
It looks like he broke through the wood. It looks splintered around its
Oh,
head.
there's something behind it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
And you're like,
yeah.
these are pretty thick walls. You're like, how did this creature punch through this? You know, because it doesn't look like, from it just looking at its hand, it doesn't look like there's a giant behind there, right? But
it seems like a human hand behind the wall.
It's all green and gross looking though.
Mm-hmm.
All right, shit.
So what do you do?
I guess I make another cut at it. Like, I don't really know what else I can do.
Okay.
Oh shit! Fuck. Never mind. It's fine.
AC of 14. I believe that is a miss. Big old miss. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You miss the creature. And as you do, you hear another boom
Oh no.
as it tries to break through And this time, you see another hand break through the other side of the wall. And then it looks like both hands come together and rip open the wood from before it. The pallets go flying, splintering everywhere. You may be hit by some of these splinters. I don't know, where's Travak in this area?
I was like in the middle of the room, like 5 feet away.
We'll draw a 10 by 10 box here. Oh, that's not going to work here. We'll just draw a box around you. How about that?
Battle zone.
This is not the right kind of map for this because it's not in feet. But we'll say the squares are 5 feet.
Yeah, so I was like,
I'm right here. The monster's right here.
I'd be like, yeah, about there.
Wolfie's over here.
So
outside.
From outside, you see some strange crawling creature. As I need you two to roll initiative, produce from the wall.
Get in there.
I need the tracker.
Oh yeah, fuck! I have to set up that. Or do you want to just?
Let's go back to a 14. Initiative? Just roll it for us.
Lower's better, right?
I don't have the tracker set up either, actually. So if you could click on your token and hit that button, that'd be great. God.
Wait, is lower better or higher better for this?
Lower.
Lower? Mm-hmm. Wait, so should my speed be at -8 then? Or does the weapon's like speed
It makes it worse. It makes it worse.
Okay. That would make sense.
Okay. So the creature before you goes first. And who will it attack? Stravak.
Oh, no.
You see the creature go towards you with its grangly claws and make an attack against you. What is your AC?
It's leather armor. I think that's a 14
It's an
then.
8.
Oh, it's an 8.
Oh.
But yeah, I forgot it goes.
Okay. What are its bonuses to hit?
We both have an AC of 8.
So that much strength would mean.
Uh-oh.
What is your bonus to hit, Nahum? Based off your attributes. Let's look. Oh, you don't have it written down, damn it.
Wait, I thought. Oh, it didn't auto calculate.
Yeah, it doesn't. You have to literally just go to like the other campaign and like put in all your stats.
Or the book, you know.
Or the
Okay,
book.
I'm sorry. I thought it auto calculated. Bad.
Okay, so it's a +1. That won't hit. This creature goes out to claw at you and try to rip your flesh, it looks like, from your skin, but it doesn't seem to work. As I think we go to Mr. Stravak next. Yeah, and then Miles.
13. But, yeah,
Alright,
I'll
what do you do,
take a
Stravak?
I'll just take a swing at it with my one-handed bastard sword because I didn't know Nahum was gonna.
Okay, do it.
1 second.
The bastard sword-wielding companions attack.
It's our code of
AC
arms.
of 20.
Oh.
That's a critical failure, I believe.
Oh no!
Oh, wait, no.
already?
No, it's not natural. It's not
Oh,
natural.
okay, yeah. It's
Yeah,
not.
it's to hit chain. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. What is your bonuses you're getting,
I
actually?
don't actually have any bonuses, so I think that might be
I don't understand why it's not red, then. It's supposed to pop up as red. Here, let me look at your weapons.
just look at them.
Is it coming from your strength? No.
Nope.
I'm not sure. Let me try this real quick. I need to roll a 1. Give me a 1.
Oh, you're just.
I'm trying to get a 1.
That's all good. Oh yeah, see, it doesn't.
No, that's a crit.
Oh.
Or not. It's not a crit. AC of 0 would be a crit.
I think my AC is actually 7.
God, why am I so good? Stop it.
I hate being so good at this.
I do.
I know, but like it just sounds, you know what I mean? Like, you have to admit how it sounds.
Well, I look at the rolls, dude. Like, I'm not rolling low. The 17 was like the worst.
Yeah.
You haven't had a critical failure yet, which is kind of crazy.
18. 9. Oh.
This is actually giving me time to go through and make sure my bonuses are written down.
Mm-hmm.
There
Oh,
we
there we
go.
go.
So that'll be a failure. It'll say. So yeah, that wasn't a crit fail.
Okay.
So we know the sheet's working at least. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
That was actually lower. Are you minusing something?
I don't think so.
How is that? 2019. That's odd. Oh well, we'll deal with it later. Mr. Miles Miller, what will you do against this zombie-like creature?
Make another swing at it with my sword.
Okay. You go to stab into its flesh. Okay, that's a hit. Give me a damage die.
Yo, the ice cream man's here. I'll be back. I'm kidding. Meaning, but he actually is.
6 damage to the creature as your blade shoots into its stomach. Some organs seem to seep out, but the creature still looks as though it's ready to go.
Oh no.
As though this is just a flesh wound, as it looks.
I think I fucked it up. I think it's supposed to be a 7. I think it's supposed to be a 7 because I didn't put my bonus.
It's all good.
Yeah, there it
It's
is.
still, it probably wasn't enough to take him out, but
Okay, just the same. Okay.
As it looks to Stravak once again, possibly, or does it look to Miles? It looks to Miles as it goes in. Okay. Is that a pass? I don't think that's a pass. Let me check. Do you have your saving throws written out?
yeah, I do.
Do you have yours, Noam?
Saving throws?
Yeah.
Like, isn't like.
I should just have Outlaws open at this point.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I have, like, for what?
Do you have your saving throws written down?
Where does it say that? My saving throws and shit.
I honestly don't remember where they are, but I know I did fill it out.
Okay, I found it. Save versus death is 16 or lower. Oh, so he actually did pass. Impressive. So the zombie almost looks to lose its balance as it's attacking you, Mr. Miles Miller. However, he manages to recover at the last moment and not completely tip over. Stravak, what do you do as you feel this longing with this creature? You feel some strange force drawing you to it, but you're not quite sure what to do. Again, it's attacking you. You're in the heat of battle. Perhaps blood is the answer. Or could you do something else to this creature? You're not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think just because it's still in the heat of battle, I'll try swinging it one more time before I try and think of anything else.
Okay. You swing at it.
Yeah.
Roll the hit. 14 AC is not a hit, unfortunately. I think it's a 6. It's probably a natural 6. Yeah, it is a natural 6. As you miss, wildly swinging your sword over its head. What do you do, Mr. Miller?
I go for another hit.
Go to stab it?
Yes.
Or slash it?
Slash.
Damn. You really
That is a hit once again.
Slash.
You do 8 damage to the creature as you slash across its thighs. You see the blood start souping out, almost like dried up soup, as it's been sitting in this body for a while, probably not flowing properly. But he still appears to be standing. You can't tell if he's hurt or not necessarily, because most of these wounds would kill the average person. However, he still seems to be standing and looks to the two of you and goes, as a bunch of drool spits out of his mouth. He goes back to Stravak.
Uh-oh.
As he rolls to hit. Whew, that's probably a critical. What is your AC?
It's only
It's an 8.
An 8, my bad.
It's an 8?
Yeah.
It's at least a single crit.
Oof. Campaign might be over.
Okay. How much HP do you have?
Only 8.
The zombie claws into you and rips some skin out of your flesh on your shoulder. And as it touches you, you feel your life force almost combine with its. And I'm going to need a willpower check.
Okay, I feel like this was meant to happen.
I mean, I was even rolling random who it would hit, so.
Okay. I become the necromancer.
That is an awful fail, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Oof. You feel this thing in yours, life force, connect for a moment as it rips away from you and tears your flesh from your shoulder.
Oh.
And you see it look to its hand and go as it takes a big old bite. It's your turn now, but you're not sure what just happened. You felt a struggle between you and this creature for something. You're not sure what. But it quickly disconnected from you, as perhaps the pain from the wound was too much for you to handle whatever was happening.
I feel like
What do you do?
I have no other idea, so I'm just gonna try and like grab it and like push it away so I can run away. I'm just gonna try and grab it.
Try and grab onto it.
Yeah.
Roll the hit. All right, you grab onto it. Is that your willpower check?
No, that was the roll to grab it.
Okay. Oh no, I thought the 18 was. What was that?
No, that was.
Oh, that was shit. Okay, never mind. Sorry, you don't grab it.
God damn it!
As you reach out towards it, it goes "Rah," and kind of like bats you away with one hand, the limp hand. Yeah. It kind of like it's like a very, like when someone's hand is like dripping down and they like slap someone. It's kind of like that. It's like no.
Stop it!
So you see your liege lord, Mr. Miles, slap fighting with the zombie. What do you do?
Okay, is there like is he like? Can I just kind of stab the zombie through the side?
You can try, yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that. Like I feel like whatever this mess is, it needs to stop. Okay, so
roll the
hit. Oh
no, that is a miss with a natural 4 there. That's oof, I think. Oof. Or is it a natural 4? It's something.
It's a natural something.
Either way, it's a miss because it's AC of 16. You go to stab into it, and you almost hit Stravok's hand. Narrowly miss it. It is the zombie's turn, and he, once again, will look and see who to attack. He turns back to the miller. Will the miller feel the pain? He scratches up against your nice leather armor and takes a little piece of fur out of it, but
nothing, no real
licks
damage.
it off, and then yeah. So what do you do, Mr. Stravok?
What is I'm just gonna try and grab onto it.
As you two,
I want to try and get that feeling again to see what it was about.
Oh, it's okay.
Is that no?
That is a hit.
Oh,
they don't have very good AC, but you grab onto its arm. You look at it. I guess you can give me another willpower check.
Oh my god.
Is that a failure?
Pretty sure it is. I think it's like 16.
Oof. Yikes. All right. Once again, you find yourself, Miles Miller, in front of the zombie. Your master now is holding on to it. So there is a chance you could hit him if you critically fail and cut him open. What do you do?
Me? Shit.
Do whatever you think you have to.
I don't want to stab you.
I don't want you to stab me either.
Yeah, that seems like a not good thing. You see, I'm gonna abstain from this round. I don't see any way.
Okay.
Like, it seems too dangerous.
The zombie goes, and being grappled with you does, I believe, go to attack you, Mr. Stravok.
Oh
no. Feebly trying to claw you apart. Doesn't seem to be working. So what do you do, Mr. Stravok? The zombie goes to claw at your arm.
I'm already technically holding onto it, right? Do it like
you could try, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just keep trying to hold on to it. So
will I actually have to oppose your roll this time, or will you destroy yourself? Because you've been failing all these rolls, so that's a pass.
Oh, thank God.
But the zombie's will is stronger. As you finally pass your check, but zombies.
He's just a little bit too tough for me. Okay.
All right.
What
What do you do, Miles?
Okay, is he separated from?
Nope,
Yeah?
he's grappled, holding
Oh
on.
my. All right, do you want me to interject?
I mean,
So,
yeah.
just for some flavor, as he's holding on, his eyes are like strangely glowing with a white luminescence, and so is the creatures, as they seem to be in some sort of tug of war with their arms. Something else is definitely going on, Miles. You're not sure what's happening, but it's almost as though they're dancing with each other.
All right then. I have my satchel on me. I'm going to do is, I guess, go for a grapple. Like, what I'm trying to do is like, put a rope in his mouth.
Who?
Zombies.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, give me a roll to hit.
What would that be?
You're taking so you drop your bastard sword, right? Because otherwise you'll have to take some time to sheath it.
I'll sheath it then. I'll take my time.
Okay, so that's your round, besides movement then, if you want to...
I'm cool with that.
Okay. The zombie goes once again, looking to the grapplee.
At this point, I'm just burning turns until he figures out.
Takes out a cigarette. Ooh, what is your AC?
It's 7 or 8. It's one of those two.
That's a hit either way. It hits you for a dreaded... Now that I have its strength bonus, we can do this.
I might be KO'd now.
Let's see.
Unless it rolls a 1.
Strength bonus is 3. Ooh.
Oh well, yeah, no, I'm knocked out regardless.
6 damage as it claws open your chest, and you begin to bleed. You're down?
Yeah.
Oof.
Okay,
I'm at negative 3.
I pull my weapon back out. I declared my action. Like I'm not.
Okay.
I know.
What do you do?
Okay, can I just pull my weapon out and it'll be fine?
You pull your weapon out?
Yeah.
All right.
Sure. I think that would take my turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just trying to be.
You go back to you drop the rope. You can try and move if you want. You still have movement left.
Oh yeah. Stabilizes this dumb.
That's not movement.
No. Okay, I'll move back.
Okay. So you're at -6. Okay.
Are you kidding me? No, I don't move.
Wait, no. What are you at -5? Sorry.
I'm at. Wait. So did that first hit crit me? By the way, that 5.
The 5.
The first time he hit me, because I would have already been down. By the way, if that was actually a double crit.
With the 2, it damaged you twice. What do you mean?
Oh, okay, my bad. That's how you did it. No.
Yeah,
So I'm at -3 then.
Okay. You're at -3.
Yeah.
Okay. So +2. All right. So you're at -3. Miles, you have movement left. You stand there still, or no?
Yeah, I stand there. In fact, I'm closer.
All right.
Because my main fear is that he goes ground and pound.
All right.
Like it's my
Nah, he actually that's a good point.
God damn it.
Oh no.
Oh well, even if with the 4 that would miss, I put an exclamation point, but maybe that was just the desired effect.
Roll d20.
The zombie goes down to Miles and looks to try and claw at his skin, even though he's bleeding out on the ground.
Wait, so his back is to me?
His flank, you'll get a bonus of at least +1, I guess. You can roll to hit now. AC of 9. Did you add that bonus?
The +1? No. Because it's flank shit. I think I have everything else down. We can look over that later, but yeah.
Either way, that's a hit, but still.
Yeah.
Just curious. So you hit it. Roll your damage as you slice into its neck, hoping to land the killing blow.
And I did. Huzzah!
Yes, it does fall over onto Mr. Stravak and begin to shoot out putrefied liquids onto him.
Oh, boy.
Can I get a Constitution check from Stravak as this occurs?
Okay, that's definitely a pass then.
Okay. The liquids seep into your mouth, but you see him quickly cough them out as the disease does not take hold. All right. What do you do, Miles? You see your companion bleeding out before you? Is this a loot and run kind of day, or what's going on here?
Nah, I throw the zombie off him. I try my best to like stabilize him.
Okay.
Is there a town doctor or something?
The village has a medicine woman, although she is unorthodox, I suppose,
no.
in her methods.
Use leeches.
It's your best option right now. Like, I have nothing in medicine.
So do you go take him to the village?
Oh, that's another thing.
Or the hamlet?
Okay. That's another thing. That's the village that you're taking money from.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
So it may be advantageous for them to, like, I don't know, try to hurt you.
Let me die.
He is the last of his line.
That would be a thing.
I mean, if the
Although
Cellar's
these
stabilized now,
these
right?
lands would probably be appropriated to another lord.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, so someone else would do it. It's fine. So I put him on. I carry him.
Do they know that? Do you know that?
Oh, actually,
I don't think you would.
You were raised by wolves.
I wouldn't know that. I would just say doctor, just like medicine, modern science. Okay.
Do you even know what a medicine woman is? Do you know? How much have you interacted with the village? Actually, I shouldn't answer your question so easily.
Oh, I just hunt, provide stuff, sell certain like meat, whatever.
So you might know who the medicine woman is.
Exactly. I just
Yeah,
interact.
you got a scrape and you went to her before.
I'm not like the smartest person, but I do interact enough to like make gold off my selling like different types of meats and shit.
Okay, so do you go take him to the medicine woman?
Sure. I put him on the back of my dire wolf. Is it can he carry both of us?
No.
No? Okay. Well, I get my rope, I tie him to the dire wolf, and I just run beside the wolf. Like
Okay.
I'm sprinting. And
So you guys stride into town. So this is another thing, though. The hamlet probably hasn't had much access to your dire wolf.
Well,
If
I
they
guess
have, then we're
he's-
gonna have an
he's-
issue.
He's always with me, like, I guess.
Then we have an issue
What's the issue?
that you're bringing a dire wolf into their hamlet.
I don't like that.
Shit. Okay. Can I leave the wolf behind?
Yeah,
It's the
you can leave him at the cabin. He's probably used to it.
Like, don't you have a mental link with him? Like, isn't that the whole? Yeah.
I do. He'll understand. And basically, he's like I guess a lead zombie. But that's like my one way I can like do that. I basically tell him like, go to the cabin, go inside, and wait, and I'll call for you. He's like,
Wow.
No, we both. Wait, the mental link shit. Do you think I can understand him? Like we see.
No, you understand each other's
It's not like
feelings.
that.
That's
Yeah.
what it says.
So like when he's in pain, you'll feel it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I
Good
send him back. I send him back, and then I carry.
But
I
he'll
carry-
like understand your commands when it comes to like go here, do that, because those are things animals that you're close to can do, right?
Okay.
You're teaching it tricks, kind of, right?
Yeah. Well,
Things
I pick up Stravok. I carry him inside.
Or inside or into the hamlet.
Into the hamlet. Into the
Okay.
medicine one.
So it's about a half mile to the hamlet, so it takes some time, and it is raining in the middle of the night, so you're getting soaked as you run through the windy, lightning rain. Eventually, you make it into the hamlet. You look around and realize, witches, medicine ladies,
Oh no.
as you look to the multiple huts that have been constructed here.
Are there any like signs or something? I can't really read.
No,
any
there's no
symbols.
signs. This is a hamlet. They don't have signs.
Okay.
You see a bigger hut than the other huts, but you're not sure what that means. You do see an actual building that looks to be some sort of church. You could take him there.
Now, I guess I'll take him to the. Well, the church may have a priest or a cleric.
Maybe.
Okay. Big hut, little hut. Roll D2. We'll do that. Big hut is 1. Look to the church.
So you take him to the church.
I guess because I
All
wouldn't
right.
really know the difference.
You take him and you carry him into the chapel. As you walk in, you see multiple pews and an altar to a god. I believe his name will be Kron. Kron is the god here. You don't see anyone in the immediate vicinity, you see nice big windows. They're not stained glass, but they are windows, which is pretty rich for this area.
Real quick question.
In any respect.
What god system do they believe in here?
What do you mean? They believe in Kron.
I'm just saying, like, what system is that under? Like you know how there's like the new one, the Celtic, Aztec, whatever, or is it just like one of the gods of this world?
His name is Kron. He's the god of trade and prosperity.
Okay. Okay. I just okay. Is there like a priest or like anyone who I'd recognize to be?
Do you go look for one?
Yes.
All right. Do you keep him in your arms or do you put him down in like a pew?
I'll put him in a pew.
All right. So you put him in a pew and you go search around. Eventually you come to a little side room from the actual main chapel, and you see a man resting on a bed. He appears to be asleep. All the candlelit light is gone for the night. He looks to be maybe 40-ish, kind of graying white long hair.
Okay. Well, I guess since I'm waking him up, I don't like shake him or anything like that. I like knock on his door, kind of, you know.
Huh? Hello? Who's there?
So, he would know me. I sell to everyone in the town.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Priest. It is I, Miles. I need your help.
What do you want, Wolfman?
Do you... someone has been hurt? Do you know where I can get help for him?
This is the last time I'm going to tell you. You do not come here when your wolf has a thorn in his paw. You can take care of that on your own. Please be gone.
Wasn't it a man? A man has been is bleeding out in your church.
What? A man? Who?
Yes. Shit. Do I lie? Would
He'll probably recognize me.
Would I know to lie?
Why would you lie? I mean, I don't...
Exactly. Like, in my mind, like, it's just... You should help him. Like, yeah, Stravok.
Stravok?
Stravok, yes.
Oh, no. The Lord? Hold.
Yes.
I'll go tend to him. And he quickly runs out of the room without clothes on.
Wait, should I tell him wait? Just,
I don't know.
Like, you know, I want something to wake up with a dong in his face. Alright, yeah. is there like a robe or something after he leaves I can see?
Yeah, there's a white robe hanging on like a little hanger.
I
by
grab
a
it. And
candle.
I grab it and I throw it on him.
Okay.
I toss it.
Give me a D20
What, to toss it?
to like dress him as he's running away. Yeah, that's
Not
pretty...
dress him. I just toss it to him.
Oh, okay. You still give me a
Like,
D20.
no. I just mean like, whoops. Just okay. 4. Is that bad?
Yeah.
That's bad.
You go to toss it to him, and he kind of just ignores you, and you end up like walking in front of him, and you smack dab, and you're face to face with him, and right into each other. You feel something touch your leg, and he grabs the robe and runs past you.
Sorry.
There's a little speck of... No, never mind.
Wait, don't say... You can't say jizz, okay?
That wasn't
Like,
what I was going to say.
Dong juice? I don't fucking know, man.
Something. Anyway, so he dresses himself as he's running, walks over to the Lord and goes, "Go get Whitney."
Which house?
The hut over there. And he points in the left direction. You know where she lives.
But I know who Whitney... I would know who Whitney is.
No, you know who she is? You have no idea where she lives. Fuck it, you're not here enough to remember like where people live. You don't go. They don't invite you inside their homes. You're like wild wolf child of the forest.
Houses in that direction, like on that side? He pointed.
Probably like 5 or 6 huts.
Okay, I go to the second one.
You go to the second one.
I knock, and whoever answers the door, I guess.
It is not Whitney.
I ask. He probably knows me. I ask him like, which house is Whitney?
What do you want? Next door, right there.
I go to that house.
Did you need a drink or something?
No. I need her help with something.
Okay.
Good night.
So you knock on Whitney's door, and
yes.
As she opens her curtain, because there's no doors on these huts,
Hey, baby. Just,
A young, probably 29-year-old, 31-year-old opens the door. She's got nice silverish hair. It's kind of wild, though, as she looks to be some sort of witchy woman, right?
yes.
She has nice blue eyes, and her skin looks soft and tender, and she goes, hello?
Whitney, I need your help at the church. Somebody's been hurt.
Who?
There's no time for that.
Do you just grab her?
I tell her just to grab her things and quickly come over.
Fine. Fine, Wolfman. I'll do as you ask. She goes and grabs her kit and walks over towards the chapel, and as you come back, you see the priest working on Stravak, and Whitney quickly goes to join him. They both look at you, Miles, and go, what happened?
There was some monster. I don't know what kind of.
It looks as though his flesh was pulled from him.
Yes, it was
by a hand.
It was trying to eat him and I, and was clawing at us. I was able to.
They look to you for some sort of wounds from this creature.
Uh-oh.
Whatever. I was able to kill. I was able to kill it. He could barely get past my armor, but Stravok is not as apt as a fighter.
They look to your bloodied gloves.
But if I took him here, calm down. Like,
they look at you and go, it would be best if you were to disarm now.
I say sure, whatever. My weapon's holstered, right?
Yeah.
I guess I take off the holster and toss it to my side.
Okay. So you put your sword down.
Yeah.
They tend to him, and when it looks as though he's fully stabilized and he's got weird liquids and moss on him over his wounds, Whitney shuffles out, and into the church walks Magnus, the local sheriff. He goes, alrighty, what happened here?
There was some monster that appeared under Lord Magnus's manor.
Show it to me. He gives a nod and gestures for you to walk over to the estate.
Okay. I tell the priest, watch over Magnus for me.
Okay.
And
So, I forgot. Hold on. I'll change the sheriff's name. Hold on. His name is Magnar. There we go.
I was confused for a bit. Like
Sorry.
his name.
I forgot your last name was Magnus.
Yeah.
I apologize.
They're all. Let's refer to him as Lord Magnus. Okay. So I head over to the hut and I show him. I go downstairs and just show him what's going on.
Okay, you go to his is a manor house technically. It's basically just a nice house, right? It's not a hut. It's made of wood, so it's richer than all of the village, pretty much, except for the chapel. The only building that's probably better than yours is the chapel, actually, because it has windows, which you do not have.
Right? He's not that rich. Jesus. Yeah. Windows.
But you walk into the house, and as soon as you do, you hear a.
I put my arm past. I put my arm past the. What's his name?
Magnar.
Magnar, and shit, did I leave my sword behind?
Yep.
Fuck. I ask him, does he have a sword on him?
He looks to his cudgel.
A cutlass?
Cudgel.
What's a cudgel?
It's like a club.
Fuck.
For beating down like drunken people.
Hand me your weapon.
He hands you his cudgel.
And then I tell him, like, come with me, and I go first downstairs. Show him.
Yeah, you begin to walk down the stairs with no light.
Oh fuck. Let's just say I have a torch, because I did actually add that to my character sheet.
So you light this imaginary torch.
It's not imaginary. I wasn't done adding stuff.
And you look downstairs and you see like 3 to 4 figures kind of roaming around the basement.
Oh, I say fuck. I said, well, go. I tell him to go upstairs. And then
they all look up towards you.
Can I close the cabin's door?
You can close the cabin's door. You don't close the cellar door. Okay.
The cellar door, I mean.
Okay. Yeah, you close the cellar door.
I tell him there are more of them than before.
He looked down with you, so he was like, bloody hell.
All right. We have to return to the village.
Okay.
I need my sword.
You return to the village.
All right. And this time I bring my.
He's already revealed that you have some sort of undead in your basement now. I love this. Anyway.
Oh fuck! I didn't think about that.
All right. So you return to the village.
Without the sheriff.
Wait, did I leave the sheriff there?
No, the sheriff goes with you.
Okay.
Of course, yeah. Can I bring my wolf with me?
Yeah, he goes with you.
I feel like this is like I have ample reason to do this.
Yeah, the sheriff kind of like nods. Although you're not allowed to bring him inside
I
anywhere.
like the idea that if you showed back up without the sheriff, you have his cudgel. Oh, that though.
I hand him back his cudgel, and then
Cudgel.
I cudgel. And I head back. Why can't you say Billy Club? I hand.
These are all different words. This cudgel is more to the time, right? Like.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
Yeah. So you do this.
Yeah, I head back to the church with the sheriff.
Okay, you head back.
I grab my sword. I put it back on me, and I ask the sheriff, "Would you like to return to me to the manor?"
No.
Like, sir, I would prefer.
We should leave that be till the Lord wakes up. We have questions we have to ask him.
Oh fuck.
You should just... Miles, you should just relax. Things are going to be strange around here, perhaps, for the future. Anyway.
Wait, hold on. Do I think I guess since it took me a while, do I think this could be a bad for the Lord if he knows?
How do you think it's bad?
I wouldn't put that together. No.
You don't put it together?
I didn't even put it together in real life, so no.
All right.
I guess.
So,
Sonny, how do you feel about this?
About what?
About them knowing?
I mean, I might not even actually like Dirty said, I don't really go around the cellar, so I have no idea what the fuck's going on.
So you like it's this isn't my fault, pretty much. I wouldn't. Why would I?
Yeah, no, it's fine that you brought me here.
Yeah.
all
It's
right.
not like we had any healing at our
So,
estate.
For the next 3 days, right, Stravak is out. Or two days, because he's got a healer. Or something like a healer, right? So, you're out...
back with -3 hit points.
Yeah, you're out for the
somehow.
next 2 days, which you'll wake up at, I think, 2 HP or 1?
1.
Trying to think. 2... Yeah, 1. You'll wake up at 1. Because 0 is involved in there, too. So what do you do in that meantime? You do hear that that brother Edgar, or sorry, not Edgar, Egar sent for an actual cleric who has powers. From Polvax, Polvicus, Polvax is what it's called. We'll call it Polvax. But this city right here, or town, this walled town. He sent for an actual cleric to come rid the cellar of the undead. Apparently, the cleric is supposed to be questioning why Stravak had undead in his basement, and they question you, the sheriff does, and the brother at Egar, why there was undead down there and what occurred. Do you tell them the truth? What do you tell them?
Like I just tell them like I have no idea what was going on there. I was there I was there as usual just to deliver my things. I sat down to have a drink with Stravak, and then out of nowhere something just appeared, I guess.
Something just appeared.
In the
So
cellar,
you were
yes.
you were in the cellar?
No, we were upstairs. We heard a commotion and
And
came
it
down.
appeared in front. Oh, you heard a commotion. It didn't appear. I see.
Well, like from my perspective, I didn't. It was like I wouldn't. It wasn't there. It wasn't there before.
No.
Actually, I guess I wouldn't know that.
Interesting. So you've never seen him mucking about with these creatures before?
Absolutely not. I've like we are.
All right.
I would consider myself. I wouldn't say ally, but at least an acquaintance of his. Not acquaintance. I don't know that word. I don't know. I'm thinking about. I don't know.
All right.
I guess it's a friend.
So at this point, we'll skip to the next day when Stravak wakes up. Stravak, you awaken on that second day. And what do? You're alone in this chapel on a pew.
I just check my surroundings to see what's all around me.
You see, are you in here, Miles, or have you gone off to hunt or something?
I'm just gonna say I'm waiting at the church because otherwise,
Okay.
really, what am I really doing?
So you see Miles, Miller, not Morales, standing.
Miles Miller, same thing.
Yeah, standing around. You see Brother Edgar talking with a local parishioner or one of your villagers. And then you see Magnar standing kind of by the door with his cudgel, kind of like loomingly looking at Miles. He doesn't seem to trust him at all from the look you're gathering. And Whitney is right next to you, tending to your wounds still. She goes, "Oh, my lord, you're awake. You're awake. Well, that's wonderful." She looks to not Miles. She looks to Magnar and Egar. I'm gonna say Edgar all the time because that's my cat's name. I shouldn't have named him Edgar or Egar.
You forgot the
They
cat's
both walk
name, not
over.
the player's
They
name.
both walk over to you and go, "My lord, this is awkward, but we must ask you what happened. You were found to be in contact with creatures."
I say I had no idea. Like Miles and I were having a drink at the fire after a long day of work hunting, and we heard a noise and we went down to the cellar to see what it was. And this creature I've never even seen before just came through the wall and attacked me and nearly killed me, as you could see. I usually stay away from that cellar. My father, when I was young, always told me to stay away, so I have no idea what could even be going
Interesting. Well, my lord, we've sent for a priest. He has questions he will most likely ask you. We hope you are okay with all of this.
It's very okay. I'm glad you guys help keep me alive. I'm very grateful. Thank you all.
Yes. Otherwise, my lord, we've been instructed by Brother Egar here that we should keep you here for safety while this is dealt with.
Safety? What do you mean by that?
The local... The Lord of Polvax has declared that you are to be held here until otherwise... Until the investigation is finished.
Does he think I have something to do with this?
Oh, by the way, this person has no jurisdiction over you legally, de jure-wise. You are independent in your lands, as most people are in this land. However, he is much more powerful. He has a walled town with more men.
Yeah.
Much more men, right? But they tell you this. What do you do?
I told him that I have nothing to do with this. My father might have had something to do with it, and I want answers, so I'm not going to stay here. I'm going to go with the priest and see what's beyond the wall.
Egar puts his hand on your arm and looks at you and goes, "My lord, I don't think that would be a good idea." He gives you a stern, nod.
Once he does this, I go, fine, I guess. Do I have to stay here until the priest is done clearing out the cellar, or when can I leave?
He's coming to question you today, around mid-afternoon. It's early morning right now.
I'll stay and wait for his questions.
We can do this at the estate.
Okay. The around mid-afternoon, unless you guys want to declare anything else, man arrives on a... Hello? What?
I was just wondering if no one wanted to do anything.
Nah. I'm a hit.
A man in chain arrives on a horse. He's got what looks to be a warhammer at his side, and he has a holy symbol to Kron on his chest. And he gets off his horse and walks into the chapel and looks directly at you, Stravak, and then Brother Igar. He goes, Lord Stravak.
Oh, hi.
He looks to be around 6'2". He's blonde. He's got blue eyes.
Is he very young?
He looks to be around maybe 30, maybe mid-30s. Kind of stares you up and down. I think he is a little bit taller than you. Gives a nod and goes, so I need a statement from you. What has occurred?
I tell him everything that happened that night. Other than like the things where I see like milky whiteness from people.
Okay. He looks to Miles and goes, what did you see?
I guess since I noticed that he left it out, and I'm not gonna mention it because he obviously he didn't say anything about it.
So you don't mention his weird connection?
1 second, I'll ignore it.
Okay. Yeah. So Stravak.
Yes. So I don't mention this the same story I told the policeman, I guess the sheriff.
Okay. You tell him you don't talk about the white glowing eyes or the strange grappling that occurred.
No, I just tell him that story.
The sexual tension with the monster. Okay. All right.
Oh my god, I'm getting another fucking phone call.
All right. So you two are sitting before this cleric, and he goes, Well, I must go clear out the infestation and investigate what occurred for myself. Although I will have to say, and he gestures to his belt, he takes out some monocles. He goes, I'll need you to wear these, Stravak.
I say, okay. Any reason why?
Sorry, manacles. Those handcuffs, right?
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Okay. I was like, why do I have to wear glasses?
So he gestures to them and kind of tosses them to you.
I guess I put them on myself.
Okay. You are now restrained with your hands. He goes, Nahum, are you available or no right now? Are you on the phone?
Seems like he's on the phone.
Okay. All right, well, he goes, now I must go clear the undead, and you are coming with me. And he looks to Stravak.
I say, okay.
Drags you along with him.
I'm back.
Will you accompany him?
I told you I was on the phone.
Will you accompany him?
To where?
I'm in handcuffs and we're going to the estate right now.
You're in handcuffs?
It's just I'm pretty sure he wanted me to put them on, so I put them on.
Why would you agree to that? Sure, I'll come.
Okay, you go.
Where's my wolf during all this?
Just outside.
Alright.
Licking his lips, ready for food.
Actually, no, he's a pretty playful disposition.
Okay, so you have a half mile to walk. You guys walk through the woods. You're accompanied by Magnar. Not the priest, though. Not Brother Igar. He stays back.
Igar.
He's not a fighter. He just manages the temple or the church. And eventually you make it to the manor house, unless you want to do anything in between.
Nope.
You're walking with this cleric, okay?
Yep.
And you make it to the manor house. The cleric goes, now, if I find you are involved in this, I have full authority to put you down here, boy. You hear me?
Oh, okay.
You say okay?
I said, I have nothing to do with this, so I have full confidence that you won't have to put me down.
Okay, he walks in. He takes you into the living room and seats you down on a seat. He goes, are you a warrior?
Me? Yes.
I may need your help. It depends how this goes.
Sure. I put my hand on my sword and start following him wherever he takes me.
Okay, you see him walk downstairs. He asks you to stay back for now as he goes to do this. You hear him start chanting as he walks down the stairs. Magnar is sitting in the living room kind of awkwardly, seeing his liege lord in handcuffs, kind of scratching his head. Do you do anything while he's chanting downstairs?
Can I just peek down? Just to see what's going on?
You peek down. You see him holding his holy symbol up against what seems to be a group of 4 zombies as they're kind of like tilting their head at him as he's walking down these stairs. There's a glow coming from the holy symbol as he chants.
This could go okay, this is what I'm in my head thinking about. Either I let him die if he fails to fuck him up, and then I guess that just will bring more suspicion on. Yeah, whatever.
The zombies killed him, not us.
So what do you do?
I guess I just let him do his thing for now. Or those could be valuable to Sunny.
Ooh. You see all the zombies kind of tilt their head and go "Rah," as they encroach upon him.
Oh, they're coming in on him?
They're going to try and fuck him up. It looks like one hits. 8. Oh, that's not kosher. Hold on, let me.
Okay, so while this is going, who's upstairs again? The cop,
the sheriff.
whatever? The sheriff? I call the sheriff down.
You call the sheriff down. He looks down and goes, "Oh my god!" And then he quickly backs away as he watches the zombies maul the cleric apart.
I want him to be a witness. I want him to be a witness to this. I go in. I try to I guess, is he savable or did this happen too fast?
There's zombies all over him. You can go try.
Like they're buried down
stuff, right?
already.
Yeah, they one bit into his neck and ripped skin off, and the rest converged on him and started to chew on him.
Yeah, fuck that. Shit.
You see the key to the manacles down there on him as he is ripped limb from limb by the 4 zombies.
So the other guy's witnessing this as well, right?
He saw the guy get his neck ripped and ran. He booked it upstairs.
I tell him get his ass back here.
He's standing by Stravak going, "What do we do? What do we do, Stravak?"
Shit. Okay. Well,
can I can still grab him, right?
No. Wait. You have cuffs on.
I mean, okay. So my hands aren't behind my back though, right?
You can grab Magnar. You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I grab Magnar?
Wait.
What do you do?
To kill him?
What do you do?
Okay, hold on. I
just want to say, I'm just okay. So I'm gonna go under the. I'm just gonna say please don't leave Magnar. We need your help. But I kind of want to see what happens when I grab onto him.
You grab onto him?
His arm. I'm like, Magnar, don't run away. We need your help. But
okay.
I grab on. Yeah. So do I have to roll the hit or do I just grab him?
It's not. I don't think it's attack.
Are you attacking him? What are you doing?
I mean,
nudging on his arm.
I'm trying to see if I can suck his life.
You're trying to soul reap him, right?
Yeah.
But you don't. So you feel a strange feeling as you go to grab onto him. Give me a roll to hit since this is an attack.
God, Sonny. I'm just saying that we have a witness.
Oh, that's critical. Okay, with such a crit, you grab onto his neck and look him in the eyes, and as you do, you feel that strange, luminescent, white, glowing force run through his veins, and you see your hand as you kind of go to pull one a little off of him. You see the strains or the lines each connect, right?
Yeah.
And as you look into his eyes glow white as yours do as well, and you begin to drain him of his life force. Miles, you turn around to see your liege lord doing something nefarious like he did with the zombie with this man. As the man's face, how long do you let pass while this is happening?
Me?
No, Mr. Nahom.
So am I looking behind me or am I more focused?
Which are you? I don't know. Are you noticing this at all?
Like, my thing is, I'm just trying to run in there and, pull out his push the zombies off and pull out his
Are you
body.
going to go do that?
So, I mean, what would I need to roll for me just to try to grab his body and eat my way out?
You need a strength check, and you'd get 4 opportunity attacks against you if you did that.
Okay. So, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to close the door in, and I look backwards and realize that Sonny is killing the witness I did to take the crimes off his own head. It's to prove we didn't kill him.
Yeah, he's draining the life force of him.
Because I purposely called him down because he would have been a witness to our quote unquote innocence.
So
What are you gonna do about it?
I just see glowing eyes, right?
you see glowing eyes from the both of them, and he's holding on to his neck, right, looking into his eyes.
I'm just like watching, like just.
How long do you watch for? A minute, 2 minutes, as long as it takes.
How long is it? How long is this going on for?
It's gonna go on for, I believe, 5 rounds, so 5 minutes.
I am watching. I'm like, my lord, Magnus.
He does probably not respond with the ecstasy of the life force flowing into him.
I grab his shoulder.
He doesn't respond to you. The first minute passes and you see age lines draw down this man he's draining's face as his face begins to look younger and more astute.
Wait, as this is happening, can I, like, as like they're doing their thing, or like if I pull him away, will he know he was hurt by Skravok?
You have no answer to this question without trying it.
Mm-hmm. Don't know.
I think I should just separate them, because if they find a drained corpse of his life essence, can't frame it on zombie. Oh my god. Alright,
What do you do?
I'm gonna leave this up to chance. Roll one, I pull away. 2, I let this continue. Alright, let him continue.
Alright.
I'm just curious, I guess.
For another round, he drains the light force as you see Magnar's hair begin to go white. Do you do anything?
Nah.
Wow, what a good guy.
Like,
My good friend.
I'm curious, like, I'm okay. Yeah.
And he was 36. Sorry, I'm just doing some math.
Yeah.
And then so that's 7. All right. This continues as eventually, before Stravak sits a withered body. It looks as though, you know that weird cripply, like, stringy thing from SpongeBob that wanted chocolate?
Oh, chocolate.
It looks like that, but with
chocolate.
humanoid like legs and whatnot, right? You've drained this person of all his years. Add 7 years to your maximum life.
Oh, yay.
As you've taken this man of his youth. What do you two do? Stravak looks almost away from himself in ecstasy of this event. Right.
I ask him what the fuck was that?
Am I still, like, out of it, or am I coming back?
You're aware of what's happening, but you feel like you're high. Essentially, right? Like on cocaine, not on marijuana. You're not hallucinating. You're like, yes, you feel younger. Yeah. You feel 7 years younger. You feel like you are in the maximum prime of your age ever, right? You feel full of power.
I grab the legs of the now deceased Magnar, and I go to toss him in the cellar.
I put my hand on him, like, what are you doing?
I say I'm taking out the trash.
Okay, first off, like, from my own character's perspective, like, how much is he paying me?
That's not mine to answer.
I mean, how much am I paying you?
How much does he make? How about that?
He doesn't make a lot. He makes very little off of the village for a noble. The most he could probably be paying you, and this would be most of his income for the year, would be probably 5 gold a month.
Jesus. Okay.
Having second thoughts?
He makes most of his income off of goods, right? That's the idea. So, like, he can go, like, request a person to give him a shirt, right? And make him a shirt. Or give him a chicken egg, right? Or chicken. Those are obviously more expensive. but he gets most of his income in food, right? And like wine. Anything the villagers can make, tools, that kind of stuff. Right? They're not just handing him gold.
Yeah. Okay, so would you say I would be loyal to him at this point?
Are you?
I mean, that's up to you, man. It's your character.
Okay, at this point, I'm just...
I mean,
I'm
you did just see him drain the life force of a man. What does that make you feel? You've never seen something like
He's
this.
just a wild man.
You've never seen someone cast magic before.
Well, personally, I don't really value his life as much.
Who is...
Me as a whole.
You don't value anyone's life? Or
Not
Stravok's
anyone's-
life?
I'm just saying, like, people I don't care about, you know what I mean?
Yes,
Like-
but I'm asking about yourself, because you just saw this man drain someone else of their life force, right?
I'm more shocked
That's
of
the
the
idea.
magic than the death, pretty much.
Are you scared of him is what I'm asking.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. That's the idea I was trying to get. So you,
Yeah,
you
no,
see him
yeah.
do this, right? And you're probably a little afraid. You might be hiding it. I don't know. You can give me a charisma check if you want.
Charisma check, I guess.
But I think you two awkwardly meet eyes at this point, right?
This is the point. Can you nut up, or are you gonna shut up and get out?
I'm more afraid of him at this point, so I shut up, I guess.
Okay.
Like,
So
I just saw him like drain a man. Like,
do you give him like a nod and go, okay? Or do you just like silently
guess so.
stare like...
I stutter out, yes, Lord Magnus.
Okay.
Please help me with this body. Then we need to put him down there.
I carry him.
Okay, you implicate yourself.
I guess.
You throw him
they
down
have
to the zombies?
fingerprints?
You throw him down to the zombies.
Yeah, sure.
All right. They quickly devour what's left of his flesh, although it's withered, and they look less pleased than they did with the cleric that they're still gnawing on. As you do this, you still notice the key on the belt that has been kind of chewed apart, but they haven't eaten the clothes entirely. They have eaten bits of the clothes, but
But first off, at this point, he should be able to control undead, correct?
yeah, but he has to touch them, from what he's done so far.
Like, I don't know. Unless he has, like, a vision or abilities, I don't see any way of going, like, about this.
Yeah, I have to touch them. I'm pretty sure to be able
Wait,
to.
did you have a vision of your abilities, or do you, like, not know anything?
I mean, by the way we're going, is like I just found out that I could suck the life out of people.
Oh, okay. So I thought you messaged you.
No. I mean, I have all the rituals I can do, but like I'm not gonna be like, oh, I know how to do this now all of a sudden.
No, he's
without,
coming into his powers, right? He doesn't know what he's doing.
I say, my lord, I think you should grab the key off of the cleric.
You look down
like
to the
shoot
four
like-
zombies chewing on him.
I mean, I could do it, or the person who didn't get hit once last night or a couple nights ago could probably try and.
Yeah,
go
you're
get
still
it.
sitting at 1 HP, aren't you?
Yeah.
Sir, there are 4 enemies though. I think I would need some type of assistance.
Ah, shit. Okay, so we'll both go down, but you go first.
Sure. Wait, first off, are they
Or
distracted?
we could try luring them out and killing them with your direwolf. It's up to you if you want to put your wolf in danger.
Wolfie. Wait, how much does his claw and bite attacks do, by the way?
It's in the book.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it is.
For underneath the
It's
monster.
under
manual.
it's under Wolf in the Monsters Manual.
Sure. Okay, let's say we try to lower him out then.
Is this what you do?
Yes. Oh, they can navigate stairs.
Okay. So how do you go about doing this?
Do we have like I probably might have some meat somewhere, right? That we could like try and or any kind of like food that they would want.
You do have some meat. So you go into your cabinet and find a salted pork tenderloin, right? Grab it, and what do you do to attract them? How do you go about attracting
I
zombies?
take out
with
my
meat?
rope and tie it to the meat. one
Okay.
end.
All right. You tie a rope. How much foot do you give it? Do you give it like 20 feet?
Yeah. I'll just cut off 20 feet
Okay, cut off 20 feet, tie it around a tenderloin, and throw it down.
and see if they'll take the bait.
Let's see if they do. Do they even notice this as they're enjoying human flesh? They do. One of them looks, and then another. It's kind of like they shove each other, and two of them try and make their way up towards the tenderloin. Do you drag it up in front of them?
Yeah, I'll start dragging it up.
Okay, they are rather slow, so it's easy to keep control over. Because I think they only move at 6 movement.
I believe.
Yeah. Moves 30 feet. So yeah, so that's 6 movement per turn per turn. So they're trying to walk up the stairs. Let me just see something real quick. No, they both fall backwards onto each other as they try and navigate up the stairs. These things are horribly clumsy.
Wait, hold on. So, wait, are they on the ground like prone right now?
Yeah, 2 of them are. The
The
other
other-
2
what are
are
the other two
they're
doing?
chewing on the body still. You didn't track all of them.
The old one, or the new one,
The old one?
like the old guy.
They
or
already-
like
they just-
cleric?
The cleric. They're chewing on the cleric still. The old guy, they kind of like took a bite out of and ignored because of how like
Is it possible for
shriveled
me like
he
to
is.
just sneak in, grab the cleric's like pouch or keys or whatever, and sneak out?
How would you go about doing such a thing? There are 2 zombies at the bottom of the stairs on top of each other. The other 2 are chewing on a body. The body
Yes.
with the keys.
I tell him I have an idea, but we need to get one of those zombies separated from the rest so I can touch it.
So you need to act quickly if you want to do anything while these 2 are prone. Because they're
I
about to
say-
get back up, right?
I start rushing down the stairs. I tell him, take care of the other one. I'm going to touch this other one.
Okay. The 2 are prone.
Touch it. What do you mean, touch it?
So who goes down?
let's see.
Who goes down first? Is what I'm asking.
I'm going down.
You go down first.
I go down second, I guess.
All right, so let's give some perspective here. So this is where the stair. So hold on. So you guys would be over here. This is where the stairs meet the ground. So there's, boop, boop, right on top
They're
of
so
each other.
adorable.
Really?
Yeah.
Then you got these 2 gnawing on a body over, let's say here, right?
Yeah.
Nom 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 nom. So who's going down first?
I am.
Okay, you go down first. What do? We'll give you a free action since these 2 are prone.
I'm going to grab one of them.
Okay, give me a roll to hit.
Oh, no.
That's a hit. That's a good roll.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, and then...
You grab on.
willpower.
Willpower check, yeah. See if you pass first.
Oh, yes.
Okay, let's see if he does not hold on. As the top zombie here, you grab it, look into its eyes, and both of their eyes glow as you witness this smiles, and you feel control. You feel some sort of power over this creature as you look at him. As he sits atop his friend. Miles, do you try and do anything? You are behind Stravak on a staircase.
Can I get ahead of him somehow?
Dex check if you want to try. I think you can think of the failure result, though, so...
You know, that's a very good point. I am going to just stay and watch in
Okay.
awe of the second feat of magic I've ever seen.
So the zombie below looks up to the other one and goes... as he tries to crawl past.
Yeah. In my mind, I'm also thinking like he's some type of I don't see magic
Demon?
ever, and then not demon or like some type of god or some shit like that, because I've never seen anyone take over the undead or do any of that. At most, I've seen like healing.
Okay.
At most,
So you think he's a god.
not god, but like some type of like I don't know, powerful being.
So you see this one that isn't controlled push over to the other one and look at you, Mr. Stravak, as he looks hungry for the flesh of the living. Although it is your turn, what do you do?
I'm going to grab the one that's not controlled.
You go to grab him?
Yep.
What do you think of the controlled one? What do you do? You're not sure if you're not sure how this works, but you know this thing is no longer hostile to you at the very least, right?
Yeah. I tell him to go I guess I point over the other 2 zombies and just say, "Go there." See if he.
Go to these guys?
Yeah, go over there to the other zombies.
You just hear Miles. You hear him say, "Go there," and point here.
I'm obviously the only one in the room. I said I have to.
And then you see the
zombie walks there, but do you go there? There's been no indication he's controlled this thing to you, I suppose, right?
I ask him, sir, you must move.
I could still move, right? Actually, no, the zombie's in front of me, isn't it?
You still have an action. What do you do?
Actually, there are many monsters there. I said I can't. There are too many of them in there.
I'll grapple
the awkward miscommunication between the dead and the living. It's just like, oh, it's hilarious. You go to grab him.
Yeah, no,
that's a miss. So what do you do, Miles, before the zombie in front of him goes? Stuck at the top of the stairs.
I can't squeeze past them.
Dex
I can't
check.
get over there. I know, but me falling down would be the end of me. Yes, dexterity check. You told me to go over here. Is this where the dead body is?
Yeah,
it's also
where the 2 zombies are too.
I tell him, sorry, I can't. I refuse. Kind of. I let's say I don my sword.
Okay. You don your sword as the zombie goes to attack Stravak.
Hopefully it's a miss.
It is not a miss.
Oh no.
How much HP do you have?
A 1.
Oh!
He's sitting at 1?
Yeah.
Oh.
As he is bitten into.
My opinion, but okay, never mind.
I mean, this was a priori knowledge, right? It was talked about, but
yeah. I
so you take 10 damage and you're at 1.
Yeah, so
negative 9.
Negative 9.
Fuck! I was hoping I could get him, but I missed.
So it's all right. So you were chewed into by the zombie. As this one goes, huh? And then kind of like looks dumbly around. Oh, what's going on? And what do you do, Miles? Now that your maester has fallen ill of a zombie bite.
I grab him, I pull him outside, and then since I'm kind of at a choke point, like only one can fit up the stairs at a time. Mm-hmm. So far, is this one hostile to me right now?
You have no idea. It just moved over there.
Whatever. Let's say I pull him back. I pull him back behind me, and I attack this one right here.
That's a lot of action. You can pull him back and patch him up, or you can pull him back.
Let's say
leave him there, patch him up
behind me, like right here, and I patch him up.
So you pull him up here behind you, or no?
Yeah, and I patch him up. Like right now, we're at the top of the staircase.
All right. So you managed to patch him up, but that is the end of your turn.
Sure.
Okay. So you hear the zombies go from the commotion, and the 2 chewing on the person turn. Sorry, there's a circle in front of this. I can't turn it, but god damn it. Anyway, so this one attempts to go up the stairs, crawling on his hands and knees this time.
Shit, that's better control.
And he does have better control as he crawls up the stairs towards you. And that is less than half movement, so he will make an attack against you at the top of the stairs. That's a hit. As he goes to bite into you with a nasty to your leg for 5 points of damage, Miles. As he chews into your leg, your unarmored leg. He did it. He bit into it.
Shit. Okay.
As the other 2 look loomingly up the stairs. Or the other 3, but you can't see 2 of them trying to look up. What do you do?
All right. So, obvious thing, I should stab him and try to close the door. That's 2 actions.
It's 2 actions.
Yeah, that's my problem. Okay, so he's on the floor in front of me, right?
Yeah.
So I get a bonus to hit him because he's like pretty much on his knees and I'm standing over him.
I think there's a rule. I'll give you a +1.
Okay. I'll add it right now. Whatever, just add it in post.
Sure.
Let's say I'm aiming for a cold shot's -4, correct?
Yeah. What are you called shotting?
Head.
Trying to cut it off?
Stab straight. Yeah, or stab straight through it.
Okay. And we're adding all this in post?
So +1 minus. So minus
Either way,
3.
that's an awful
It's a
miss.
miss. It's complete. It's a complete.
You just go to stab at his head, and you slam into the side of the wall with this bastard sword. It's kind of unwieldy handling it in this close area. And the zombie goes.
Oh yeah. Can I call my wolf over, by the way?
Into the house?
I thought we're at the top of the staircase.
You are, but you're in the house.
Oh yeah. Can I call him over?
Is he outside? Or no?
I thought he was in the living room or some
Okay.
shit.
You got to declare it, but so he's.
Sorry.
You call him over to you, and he looks at you confused. Huh? As you look down to the cellar, where this is going to be a weird fight if you pull this thing out, but we can do it. So the zombie attacks you, though, while you do this. Missing you. The other one tries to ascend up the stairs, passing his dex check, walking upwards. Barely passing it, but passing it. So what do you do, Miles, as this is occurring?
Sonny just disconnected.
He did? Okay, but he's unconscious, so what do you do?
Okay. I guess the wolf is here, correct?
Yeah.
Alright, first off, for his attack, it says
You are currently in the stairwell, by the way, so he can't, attack past you, unless you want him to push you out of the way. Just to be clear. Because this is, the top, right?
Can I jump on his back real quick?
Or are you just going to try and dex check, jump onto him and leave your master unprotected from the zombie horde?
That's a very good point. Okay. I try to stab this one.
You stab at him? Alright, give me a roll to hit. Are you trying to cut off his head again?
Let's just... sure.
Okay. Damn.
Wait, hold on. That was the wrong roll, too. Okay. It's fine. It's fine.
Wait, how's it the wrong roll?
One-handed.
Hold on, though. That roll still counts, though, because it was an actual roll of
shit,
6.
whatever.
It's bad.
Alright, is it the same, actually? What's the actual
It's
difference?
the same d20. You get no plus or minus wise, nothing. Damage wise, it's different.
Oh, okay, never
Yeah, if
mind.
you look
Okay, so it really didn't matter then.
Yeah. So you miss, slamming the sword once again into the wall. It looks like you're bashing the wall, trying to destroy the wall. The zombies go since you did that. And the first one goes to bite into you. With a 12, is that a hit? What's your AC?
My AC is a 7.
7? So that's barely a miss. He bites into your leather armor as he goes to try and take out your calves. He misses. The other two sit there loomingly looking at you on the stairs. It's your turn once again, as they cannot move because there's a zombie in front of them.
Okay, can I kick this one down the stairs?
Give me a roll to hit. Is that a strength check?
Strength check. Wait, roll to hit, then strength check, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to do roll a d20.
Okay.
I don't know if there's any
I
plus
think
or
you get a
minuses,
plus
but-
1 for strength. That's
Plus
a hit. Give me a strength check versus this. That's pretty rough. Okay, tie. Roll again.
Both of us or just me? Okay.
Both. Yeah, both. You
just barely.
No, lower's better. Remember?
Oh, I forgot.
You barely knock it down the stairs. If we had been rolling higher, like we talked about, then this wouldn't work. Knocking all of them in unison into a pile at the bottom.
Okay, is there like a door or a cabinet on the staircase? Next to the staircase.
There's a door. Yeah.
I close the door and is there like a cabinet somewhere here? Whatever. Fuck
There's
it.
a wardrobe in his room, but that's pretty far away. There's tables and chairs that you could.
I grab the steak. I throw it down to them, and I close the door.
It was a tenderloin. But
Tenderloin, whatever.
you throw it down, and they look happy and begin to devour it together, kind of fighting
And
over
then
it.
I shut the door. Shit. Now I search around the house for medical supplies.
There's no medical supplies.
Can I try to patch him up the best I can or whatever?
Yeah, you already patched him up, right? You put a cloth on his wounds during that fight. But
For hit die.
do you throw him down in his bed and just let him? I mean, he's got to rest for 9 days, right, without a healer. unless you go get a healer for him.
But that's the problem. Like, I can't go get another healer with more dead bodies.
You think of the bodies in the basement, the zombies. Like, what is this story wrapping up to here? What is your idea?
Because now, what the problem is now, is that the person who arrested him is now dead. The person
He's still handcuffed, by the way.
The person who's this is before. The person who's down was supposed to take care of the zombies. He is now dead. I am now injured, which means there was a struggle, and he is down.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning that us two, who are previously fighters, who were previously quote unquote fighting the zombies, are now injured. The other two people are injured and were murdered. So now I know I'm implicated in all of this.
Mm-hmm.
And I think my only way out is to try to help him and come.
Well, you are directly implicated. Evidence. If they had perfect evidence, you'd be directly implicated because you literally threw the body down, right?
But they wouldn't know that.
I'm just saying, like, I said, like, if they had perfect evidence. They obviously have no information on this so far.
Not just that.
They know what happened. They know you went there with a cleric who's supposed to be really good at turning the undead, and a sheriff, and it turns out, strangely, that the man accused of maybe witchcraft or necromancy, whatever he's accused of, ended up still alive somehow, injured, and his bodyguard is perfectly doing all right? He's just got a minor wound, right?
It took half my health.
Yeah.
Shit.
So what's your plan? Do we pause here? Or do you want to continue?
Because I kind of want to consult Sonny on this shit.
But he's unconscious, so you can't legally do that, right?
Yeah, I got you. This is what the problem I'm coming up against. If I go back there now, the church or whatever, shit's going to be like... First of all, Pavlak, the other city, they know this is happening.
Polvac, yeah.
They know this
Polvacs.
undead in some sense. And Sonny is now down. We're going to need a full week, a week and a half to heal him up back to full.
Yeah.
Is there any, like, there's no, let's say I tear
more than a week and 2 days. But
like, say I look through everything to find a healing potion, bandages, anything.
There's cloth that you can like bind him in, but there's no healing potion. The only place you haven't checked is the basement for stuff, but there's a bunch of zombies down there, so
that's a problem. Is there I can bind myself up so I get myself back up to like another hit point up? Or...
You can rest and heal for the next couple days.
I am. This is getting okay. So yeah, sure. Let's just say
it's bad, right? It's bad.
Yeah. No. Shit is very bad. Like, they know. First of all, these people, those fucks, they know.
Secondly, Ripples? What does Ripples have to do with this?
Not Ripples. I'm sorry. Where's the town? It's Horsef, right?
You guys are here in this little X. You're in a. There's a village next to it.
Okay.
Right here.
So right here, everyone in here, like everyone here, they fucking know.
They know.
This motherfucker. Not actually, just the priest knows.
Is it just the priest who knows? Has he told people? Has Magnar told people? Did Whitney say something? I mean, a priest came into town. That's pretty notable, right? Do they know why he did? That's the question.
I am... Can I talk to Sonny out of game?
No.
No? Alright, shit, let's just fuck it. Let's just rest. Let's just do like a full rest then.
You rest for a week and 2 days? Until he's... up to full or just up to 1 where he's conscious?
Up to consciousness, I guess, okay. And then we can pause. Because I literally have nothing I can do here.
So throughout the rest of that week, though, you hear the moans and groans of the undead downstairs. How unsettling is that during this time?
To me, extremely.
Okay, so you're like on edge, trying to rest up in this house. Meanwhile, no one from the village has visited, but you figure there's all kinds of probably rumors or talk going on there from what you know of, like the common villager, right? People go missing and don't come back for a couple days. It's insane, right? especially in such a small village. It's very noticeable when your sheriff doesn't show back up, right? And the cleric that was, and your lord, and the Wolfman. Who knows what kind of stories are being told about the Wolfman, right? Because if they haven't heard if they haven't heard about their liege lords undoing or perhaps crimes, right? Imagine what could be being told about you. But I guess we'll leave it here since Sunny disappeared. For now.
What?